This college student almost made Charlie Kirk admit defeat, except for one mistake in his argument. Watch how quickly a simple discussion turned into a heated debate.
My question for you is if you believe that Trump's deportation of illegal immigrants is unconstitutional.
Oh, it's very constitutional, yeah.
I disagree with that. I believe that it is in a violation of the Fifth Amendment, which provides due process to all persons in the United States. This would include non-citizens, and many of these people are being deported without having a trial or going before a judge, which is in violation of the due process.
You are right. If there's an illegal here and they commit a crime while they are an illegal resident or legal individual, illegal, they do get due process. However, there's two exceptions to that. There's something called expedited removal. So if someone comes within 14 days or they're within 100 miles of the border, the Supreme Court has ruled that you do not have to give them the same due process rights. Or if you invoke the Alien Invasion Act, which President Trump has, 1798 law, which allows you to expel people that are here that might be part of enemy gangs or enemy organizations that have invaded the homeland. So under those two provisions, you are allowed to expel people here in the country without traditional due process rights.
So we can see with Joe Biden, when he tried to forgive student loan debt, he was relying on a law that was roughly 20 years old. And the Supreme Court said in that case that a president relying on a law that was passed in a time that's too different from today's times can be unconstitutional. And I think if that was ruled to be unconstitutional with the law only being 20 years old, that Donald Trump relying on a law that was passed in the 18th century would be very unconstitutional.
That point sounds smart. Should we get rid of the First Amendment?
I'm confused where you're going with that.
It's pretty old.
The First Amendment has
It's from 1787. Should we get rid of the abolition of slavery? That's from the 1860s. Should old laws be getting rid of? Just because it's old doesn't mean it's bad. Should we get rid of the Second Amendment, the Fourth Amendment? You're the one arguing for due process, which actually was authored in 1791.
Well, the difference is
old
that
stuff
these
doesn't mean
laws
it's bad.